Hi, I'm Brooks Compton, Mayor of the City of Centerville. Thanks for joining us today for Centerville Business Today. I'm joined by December Pergrem, and we're here in Pie Style here in the City of Centerville, right in the heart of Centerville, the AP District. And December, thank you for joining us today.
Thanks for talking with me and hanging out.
Well, appreciate your taking the time to do so.
Yes.
December, we're here at Pie Style,
Yes.
the boutique, and it's also Centerville Coin and Jewelry.
Yep.
And why don't you give us, if you don't mind, a little bit of the family background of Pie Style and also Centerville Golden Coin initially started.
Yep. Okay, so in 1943, my grandparents actually started Centerville Coin and Jewelry. And then it's a family business, so my mom, of course, kind of has been involved since birth, as have I. And actually in 1996, when the internet started getting kind of big, she built them their first website.
Okay.
At that time, we were on Main Street. And then we moved here about 16 years ago to this location. And it's expanded from more than coins and jewelry, as you guys can see.
Yes.
Lots of clothing, giftware. We recently got Best of Dayton for gifts, so that was very exciting. So
we're excited for you that you got that award. That's a great award.
Yes.
And why don't you tell us a little bit about what your responsibilities or role here is with Pie Style?
Yeah, what I do, I'm actually one of the buyers here. So I'm in charge of kind of the fashion. That's my passion, my niche. I went to school for fashion merchandising and marketing. So I am the fashion buyer here, and I also run the store. So
okay.
My title officially is the sales floor leader.
So right here, and the address here in Centerville is, what's the address?
It's 38 West Franklin Street, Centerville, Ohio, obviously.
And I know you've been here for about 16 years at this location.
Yes.
And you opened up just a little bit south of Bill's Donuts initially.
Yep.
And you also, in addition to Pie Style, you have the coin and jewelry part of that.
Yes.
You could tell us a little bit. I know your grandparents.
Yeah.
They run that operation.
Yep. So the coin shop is open Tuesday, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. And the reason why they have limited their hours is they are trying to go into partial retirement. They've been doing this 43 years, so they're ready kind of for a break for their next chapter in their life. But they do watch repair, we do watch batteries, band adjustments, clean oil adjustments. We are state certified for insurance appraisals of jewelry and coins. So there's a lot of services that we do offer, even though we're a boutique.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, in addition, I know you work with your mom.
Yep.
That's Danielle.
Yep.
I think most of us know Danielle.
Yes.
You might tell us a little bit about her and what her involvement is with Pie Style and Centerville Coin. And I know you said she brought your grandparents into the internet world.
Yes.
And started that. So if you could tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, so Danielle, my mom, she helps run our warehouse location.
Okay.
And she is highly involved. We have a Amazon site. So she's very involved in that. She likes to coordinate the people down at the warehouse. Okay. She attends trade shows. She does help purchase items for the store. We have multiple buyers here, and that's because we want a vast selection of different tastes and price points and everything. So.
Well, I tell you, we've walked around, and I've been in the store a number of times in the past and had a chance to work with the gold and jewelry part of your operation, but you have a lot of very unique gifts in here and items in here. Can you tell us a little bit about some of the styles that you have? And I know we've looked around here this morning.
Yeah. So what's really great about our store is we do strive to not have the same thing that every place has. A lot of our merchandise is semi-exclusive to us. So either the manufacturer's zip code protects or we have an exclusive style. One of my favorite brands we're actually sitting in front of, it's Spartina 449. And what I love about this brand is they give back. We're really passionate about lines that give back to either a charity or an organization or is made here in the U.S. So part of the proceeds from this brand, they give back to the Defusky Island, which is a historical island in South Carolina.
Okay, well that's great. You told us a little bit when we were talking before about some of the things you do pretty much on an annual basis or maybe a semi-annual basis to learn the new styles that are coming out and purchase some of your products. If you could tell the viewers what some of those things you are, because I know you're active in that every year.
Every year. So a couple times a year there's large trade shows around the U.S. There's world ones too, but we don't attend those very often or ever. But Danielle actually just was in Atlanta and Las Vegas. So you actually buy almost a full year in advance. We've already bought Christmas items. I've been buying Valentine's Day for next year. It's just it's amazing that the giftware in the fashion world is like a year in advance. It's so fascinating.
Well, you have a great store in here. A lot of very unique gifts. And you might tell us a little bit about your educational background, because you took specific studies to learn how to run a store of this sort.
Yes, so I actually have 2 degrees. I started out, I got my jewelry degree at the Gemological Institute of America. They are in California. I did online just because I didn't want to move out to California. I'm definitely a Dayton girl. All my family and everything's here. Plus the cost of living so expensive out there. But I did that, and then a couple years later I decided, you know, I love jewelry, but it's not really my passion. I need to really go for what I want to do, and that was fashion. So a couple years later I attended the Art Institute of Cincinnati, and I took a lot of merchandising and marketing classes.
So that started, your interest was, well, let's go back, because I know you worked here with the store when you were just a little girl.
Yes.
And you were telling us one story about when you were working back when your mom was here working.
Yes.
Where did she used to store you during the time that she was working here at the store?
So they actually used to put me in the vault, like in her little safe. They would build me a little bed with lots of pillows and blankets, and they would put me in the vault. So I was good and safe and couldn't get into anything.
Now, do you bring your, you have 2 boys, I understand.
Yes, I have 2 boys.
Do you bring your 2 boys in here and put them in the safe too? Is that?
You know,
Haven't done that yet.
My Edward's 2. He's a little crazy and rambunctious, but my Landon is 6 now, and he actually comes to work with me on Saturdays.
Oh, that's great.
And it's funny because he loves crazy socks, and we carry a couple crazy sock brands, and he'll actually work for socks. So I make him sticker and bag things for me, and he earns a pair of socks.
Well, that's nice. Well, that brings up, when you talk about socks, I know that we'll have an opportunity that there'll be some video that'll show, but tell us some of the products that you have in here that are very unique. I know this was one that's one of your favorite, but you also had ornaments and things of that sort that are very unusual.
Yes, so our Nequa ornaments, they actually are hand painted from the inside out, which is very interesting. It's a old Chinese, Japanese tradition. So it's called reverse painting, and typically as you're painting you do the details last.
Okay.
This you actually do all the details first, and then you do the background. So that's one of our favorite brands that we carry in the store, and actually during the Hometown Holiday Walk we have an artist out that demonstrates and personalizes those for you.
So you bring an artist here.
Yes.
And they, well, that's very unique. And so that, I know you talked a little bit about the Hometown Holiday Walk.
Yes.
You're obviously open.
Yep.
And,
we're open.
and that's a good sales day for you, is it
Yes.
not? Well, good.
Yep.
Now you also have line of clothing, also lines of clothing in
Yes.
here. What are a couple of those lines, and how do you decide in advance what do you think is going to be the fashion for next year, or the marketing approach for next year?
The forecast.
The forecast, yes.
I definitely study lots of magazines. We also have a wide selection of clientele here, so we don't purchase everything that I necessarily like. We reach out to other staff members and get their feedback. We also buy a lot of plus size clothing because we've heard that there's a lot of places that don't carry stylish plus size clothing. Sure. And the average size now for an American woman is an 8. So, you know, that number game is rising. And
so not all clothes are built for runway models.
Correct.
So, okay, well that's good.
And that, you know, the average person is not a runway model.
That's
so.
exactly right.
Yes.
So, well, you have a great store, and if you could tell us about, from this, I know you have other items here in addition to clothing and, you know, top of the line, but you also have some local flavor of items here in in the boutique here also.
We do. We definitely have a passion for USA made and local made items. One of them is Lulabelle Art. She's actually out of Oakwood. She does these beautiful stationery and greeting cards. We carry root candles that are out of Van Wert, Ohio. They are one of the original candle manufacturers. And we also have Stephanie Don, which is on the back wall back there. And they are the original manufacturer of Rare Bradley, and they are in Ohio as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, great. Well, I also know that you just received an award from the Better Business Bureau.
We did.
Can you tell us a little bit about that? I know that's a great award to earn.
So a couple years ago, we did receive the BBB Integrity Award, and that was really hard. We worked our butts off to get that award. We actually were nominated, I believe it was 3 years before we won it. So lots of hard work and dedication from all of our staff to get us that.
So your location here in Centerville.
Yes.
You have, your mother primarily works the warehouse location.
Yep.
And you are online.
Yes.
And I've had a chance to take a look at your website.
Yeah.
Beautiful website,
Thank
by the way.
you.
And you might tell us, how would you be able to locate your website if you wanted to go specifically to see what product you had in?
Yeah, so our website is www.pi-style-boutique, and that's PI like the mathematical equation. Yes.
And the Pi Style, that's not a national operation. That's yours.
It's not. That's ours. That's our baby.
Well, you have a very nice operation going.
Thank you.
I know it's a family operation.
Yes.
And so it's your grandparents.
Yep.
Started Centerville Coin and Jewelry.
Yep.
Then your mom helped them into the internet world.
Yep.
And now you're running the boutique.
Correct.
Okay, well that's a great operation.
Yeah.
Really very nicely done. And
Yes.
well, I want to thank you for being part of the Centerville Business Today. And what I'd like to do is, if you tell us just a little bit more about how they could get in contact with you, if they'd like to come in and see your location or call you, just tell the audience how they could do that.
Yeah, so our website again is www.pistyleboutique.com. We are located at 38 West Franklin Street. We're right by Sweeney Seafood, couple doors down. And if you want to call us, we'd love to speak with you. Our phone number is 937-436-3003.
And what hours are you open?
Yes, so our hours are Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday from 11 to 5. Thursdays we're open late from 11 to 7. And Saturdays we are open from 10 to 4.
December, you've been great to interview.
Thank you.
I appreciate
Thanks
your
for
being on
stopping
Centerville
out.
Business
Yes.
Today. And we'll look forward to seeing you in the next Centerville Business Today, but come out and see December here at Pi Style. Thank you very much for watching.
Thank you guys. Bye.